Hey, welcome. Good morning. We made it. It's this moment in music. Thanks so much for being here. My name's Hal Walker. Today, my guest is Joe Crookston. Seriously, one of the most creative guys I know. Looking forward to spending some time with him and spending time with you. So if you're new, especially welcome. Write new in the comments. I want to connect with you. Everybody, thanks for being here. Let's get this show started. This moment in music, a laid back, musical exploration of the creative process. Have fun. See you in just a minute. Bye-bye. This moment music. Hey. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I just got a nice comment from my friend Trevor. He says, Hal, you should make an ultimate guitar tab account. People would love to see your music. Trevor, you can't imagine how many of the things I should do. I have a list. I have a long list of all the things I should do, and I'll add that to it. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. Everyone, thanks so much for being here. It's interesting. This morning, I was thinking about all the things that sort of feed into my creative process, and I woke up this morning with several of those things. Here's one. You know, in the life of on social media and putting my music out there and putting things out in the world, I receive a lot of comments. And I find it interesting, the kind of comments I get. And sometimes they really uplift me, sometimes they confuse me, and sometimes I dwell on them too much. But here's a funny one I woke up to this morning, right next to each other. The first comment was, "You have no life." And the second one was, "You, sir, are amazing." So somewhere between that, "You have no life" and "You, sir, are amazing," I guess the point I'm trying to make is none of those I really appreciate the comments, but it doesn't matter. You know, I'm out here doing my best, putting it out there. Whether I'm amazing or I have no life, I'm just grateful to be part of this flow of creativity and connecting with the world. So another part of the thing that I was really struck by this morning, I listened to some traditional can playing. You know, I play the can. I don't actually have one nearby, but I'm sure you guys have heard it. I play this mouth organ from Southeast Asia called the melodious can. And I heard some traditional can playing from Laos this morning, and I just want to play it for you. It's so beautiful. This is about a minute long. Traditional can takes place in the whole other side of the world. A woman is singing traditional Lao music with a young man playing the can. So everyone sit back, enjoy this amazing world we live in. All the way from the other side of the world, here's some traditional can music.
Hey!
Oh, I love that. It's so happy. Yeah. Tube says, yes, this is happy music. I know. I was just listening to that. It just makes me want to smile. And the smiling faces in the group of people there is just remarkable. So here we are, this moment in music. It's a Wednesday morning. I'm getting to where I have almost the whole month of August booked. So we're going to keep going. We're not going to stop at the end of July, like sometimes I think at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to keep going with this. I really appreciate you being here. Nancy, so glad you're here. Thanks, everybody. So I want to share one more thing before we bring in our special guest. Yesterday I had a really nice moment. You know, I'm really good at, one of my favorite things about being on TikTok is collaborating with other musicians. So I heard one of my buddies on TikTok is this guy named Toki Joestar. I don't think that's his real name, but that's what he goes by, Toki Joestar. And he's playing the handpan, this amazing percussion instrument. And I got an idea, and I pulled his video down, and I started playing around with sounds, and I created this. And I'll tell you, it was quite a satisfying experience. I'm going to share it with you now. Here's Toki Joestar and Hal Walker jamming out harmonica and handpan. Come on now. Where are you, Toki? All right, we're going to have to go another route here. Toki Joestar.
Let's go! Job.
Yeah, there it is. That's what we did. And now we're going to bring on Joe Crookston, but here's Joe and I singing Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Hey, Joe. Oh no, I forgot. Hold on, give me 1 second. I didn't unmute you. All right, Joe, you're unmuted now. Hello.
I'm unmuted. Hey, Hal, buddy. It's good to see you and be with you today. I love your show so much. I watch it, I listen, I get inspired by it, and it's just great to see you. I was thinking when you were playing the traditional Thai music there from right? I instantly it sounded so Cajun to me. There's this amazing button accordion kind of quality, and then the backbeat on a really heavy 2 and 4 backbeat. And it's really, it was very interesting to me to kind of think of that, you know, or hear this Cajun kind of quality to it. I'm not sure if you hear that, but man, it was interesting to me. I love that instrument so much.
Yeah, I'll have to pay more attention. I've always thought of it as very Appalachian sounding, but you're right. It has that Cajun feel.
It's like the multiple reeds, I guess, or multiple tones all happening like an organ, like an accordion, with this very pulsy kind of 2 and 4 backbeat kind of thing. It's really sweet, yeah. I loved what you said about the comments when you said about this morning waking up, like you don't have a life versus you're amazing.
Uh-huh.
And I was really thinking about that. And I've been thinking about that a lot, that I love your slight, not indifference is not the word, but like seeing it objectively, like in a way, those comments are really more about the people who make those comments. And you can take it in and not get defensive or be hurt by that. Like just sort of like it, and there's something really powerful, I think, right now about, or not right now, but always about as a creative person, to not absorb what you think other people are thinking about you and what maybe the judgments are. And I love that you brought that up right away, because I'd say for me personally, I'm pretty fierce as an artist, and I do what I do, and I try things, and I'm okay with making mistakes in front of people. But I have a very strong sense of not wanting to screw up in a really deep way in front of people, or be judged harshly, or seen as like, he's not the real deal. And those are voices inside me that I have to be like, just, so you named that thing right away,
You have no life. You have no life, or you're amazing. But I'm actually quite affected. I'm way too concerned about what other people think. And I walk around in kind of this anxious worry about what other people are thinking. And I want to let it go. Please help me. God, help me let it go.
Yeah.
So Joe, let's bring it back to you and your amazing creativity. You are seriously, I mean, I say this honestly, when I'm around you, I sense just this creative flow. Like, look at you behind you. You're surrounded by this world of Joe Crookston's creativity. Everyone, those are his original paintings on the wall behind him. And here's the question I want to ask, I guess. How does one, here's something I struggle with, and then we can go into a song.
Yeah.
Yesterday you talked about conversation being kind of kind of like jazz. And I've spent my whole life, I've struggled with conversation. I always am thinking about what I'm going to say next, afraid about what I'm going to say next. And I wonder how you approach music or conversation or anything with that voice in the back of your head saying, there's something to be afraid of here. There's something to be afraid of here, that gets in the way of moving forward and just letting it flow.
That's a big question. I used to do a lot of sort of work in youth centers, and where we'd take youth out to the woods for 10 days, and we would just have these creative sort of projects that we would do. And a lot of it was, the point of it was really to just get in touch with your creativity and let go of fear, and be a cultural creative. The word was like cultural creative. And I think one of the things I think about right now is like freestyling. I learned when being around freestylers that you have to empty your brain of fear, and you have to empty your brain of kind of preconceived notions, and in a way almost like draw this like ease from the ether and from the heavens or from around you, and almost like just be so open as a conduit that it's like comes through. And then you can feel when the fear starts kicking in, it's like, I can't freestyle, or I can't converse, like with you as well, because now I'm feeling judged, or I'm judging myself. Or so in a way, painting is the exact same thing. So when I look behind me and I see these paintings, one of the things that I'm working on, and this directly relates to what you asked, is I'm into a painting, and I generally paint pretty fast, and like I'm in this flow. And there's this moment where I start to like what I'm painting. I think, oh, this is really turning out sweet. I love this over here and there. Mm-hmm. And that's the moment that I start to clamp down and get afraid. Oh no, I don't want to screw this thing up. I start to be careful now because I care about it, right? It's like the caring about it makes me clamp down and try too hard. And that is the exact moment where I get in touch with my freestyle jazz conversationalist and really say, Joe, if I clamp down, this will go in a direction that I don't like. If I stay open and kind of keep moving, that's the only chance I have for this to be really a true expression. And there's this game that I play with myself, which is basically notice when that fear starts happening, and it's not like fear, it's just a ping that wants to try too hard. And then it's like, stay in the jazz flow, stay in the jazz flow, stay in the jazz flow.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm there with it, but I'm at least now aware of that enough to say I love practicing that. So if I'm talking to you right today, I could be thinking, oh, I hope the interview is interesting. Oh, I hope, Hal responds. Oh, I hope I play my song right. And those are all things that are going to take away from it actually being pretty juicy.
Yeah.
And so I say, Joe, you have this inside of you, and so does Hal.
Yeah.
Let's discover it together, and So.
Well, on that note, we'd love to hear some music, Joe. Let's hear one of those treasures that came from that place.
Okay, I'll sing you a newer song called Photography, with all the painting talk. I've been really into thinking about making paintings and really going into a detail, going into a moment, and not viewing it from a long distance, but kind of zooming in. And I guess that's one of the places where this song started from.
Nice. Everyone, Joe Crookston.
I hold the camera facing me, the perfect angle, tap the screen, bring it close, zoom in, photography. I don't like what I see. I look tired and weathered, look at those sleep scars and scary hair. If you could see me beneath this flesh and bone, if you could see me beneath this flesh and bone. Shifting the lens, focus in to the shimmering down underneath the skin, to the back roads and the bottom and the valley I'm in. Capture that. There's a lot more than tired and weathered. Look at those sleep scars and scary hair. If you could see me beneath this flesh and bone, if you could see me beneath this flesh and bone. I take the camera, I put it down, out the door, into town, and all the faces and the bodies and the eyes on the move, huddled by doors with more to do. They look tired and weathered, look at those sleep scars and scary hair. If you could see me beneath this flesh and bone, if you could see me beneath this flesh and bone. I hold the camera facing me, perfect angle, tap the screen, bring it close, zoom in, photography. I don't like what I see. I look tired and weathered, look at those sleep scars and scary hair. And if you could see me beneath this flesh and bone, if you could see me beneath this flesh and bone, if you could see me beneath this flesh and bone.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe Crookston. Nice. Dude, I love that. Sleep scars and scary hair.
I have a journal, I have hundreds of journals, and I have these songwriting books. And I wrote that phrase down, sleep scars and scary hair, about 25 years ago, on a line as an idea for a song or whatever. I always thought that was funny. And a few months ago, I was just kind of going back through some of my old, and I was in the middle of this song right here, and I felt like that is exactly, I wanted there to be like this little moment of where, not like laughter in the song, but where you're you go, yeah. It's quirky to the point of you got to just kind of grin and smile to yourself inside of a song that's very cinematic and, serious in terms of wanting to be seen, and I wanted that to be a little bit of a comic relief in there, kind of a thing. But I've been thinking about that idea of right now during the pandemic and during not performing, not traveling, not doing shows. And one of the things creatively that I really love the energy of I played that song a little different today on your show than I might have on stage. And the energy of us being together brings out something in me that is there, but feels a little dormant and feels a little less kind of alive. And then when I'm online with you here, and then all of a sudden it's hey, there's that hidden treasure that I forgot about that was getting dusty.
Right.
And I think that's what I miss about performing is not the clapping, yay, Joe, and or hugging and seeing people in that way. I miss the aliveness that comes in that moment of I forgot about that dusty gem inside of me, and it came out at that moment, and I like seeing it. And I was thinking a lot about being seen lately, how one of the things when we create, or as a human being, when people really see you and they look in your eyes, or they look at your work and they say, I see what you're going for. You're seen, and how good that feels. And I was driving around recognizing, okay, I'm no longer a touring songwriter. I'm just a dude who's being present in the moment and trying to give to myself and my family, and to sort of, just be present in a way that traveling was very busy for me.
Yeah, right.
And I spent the afternoon driving around thinking about daylilies. And those orange daylilies that grow in the clumps, you know what I mean? And they're everywhere right now. And they're in the ditches, and they're all, and I was thinking about daylilies. And so I drove around in my van thinking about daylilies. I gave myself permission creatively to say, what am I doing today? I am spending time with daylilies. And that sounds so weird, but it is so good.
That's amazing.
To give myself permission that's what my job was for the day. And so I drove around and I made this video, but I wrote a poem that I wrote for daylilies. And I'd like to read it for you.
Oh, great. We'd love to hear it.
And I'd like to read it for those who are listening. So it's called Daylilies.
Daylilies, yes. Spending the day with daylilies.
In ditches. Daylilies in ditches. We see it all the time. They just walk right past us like we're regular, like we're unnoticed, just hanging around mailboxes. We reach up like pumpkin trumpets to greet the mailman, and he just ignores us. And we don't need much, and that's all right with us. Daylilies, we know who we are. May and June and early fall, the homeowners, they push their lawnmowers around us and our annoying green banana-fingered clumps in the driveway. They push the mower around us. And then one day in July, we open up like little bugles, flashing, hello. And even then, we're received with very little fanfare. And that's all right with us, because we know who we are. We're consistent. We show up year after year. We're the ones who hold down the ditches of summer. And once in a while, some kid will shout out from the back seat of the car while driving by, "Look at that big patch of orange waving over there." We like kids. And then there's that once in a rare while when some seeker, some artist type with a keen eye and a willingness to look deeper notices us. And they lean in and they take a long orange look. And they take the time to see us through squinting, fresh eyes. They see us. And they look past our ordinary, regular ditch driveway, same old whatever, and they really see us. They see our curls and our slender curves, and they notice the red varicose veins and pumpkin-colored glory, and it is our moment to shine, and it is good. And after the pencil drops and the squinting stops, we go right back to hanging around mailboxes, but we feel seen. This only happens once in a while. We feel seen, and it's okay. Daylilies, we know who we are.
Yeah. We know who we are. That is sweet. I love that. Hey, Joe, we're running low on time. Let's sing that Bob Dylan song that we were going to sing.
I would love that. Yeah. Love it. It's She Belongs to Me in the key of C, right?
Maybe do a shortened version of it. Not
we'll
all
do
the
a
verses.
verse or two, and then we'll start with the chorus.
A couple choruses.
It's a good artist song. Thanks for your show, Hal.
You're welcome. Thanks, everyone,
And
for
thanks
listening.
for your creativity. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She can take the dark out of nighttime, paint the daytime black. She can take the dark out of nighttime, paint the daytime black. She wears an Egyptian ring, it sparkles before she speaks. She wears an Egyptian ring, sparkles before she speaks. She's a hypnotist collector, you're a walking antique. She's a hypnotist collector, you're a walking antique. Yeah, come on.
All right, here we go. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She can take the dark out of the nighttime, paint the daytime black. She can take the dark out of the nighttime, paint the daytime black.
Let's sing it one more time.
One more time, here we go. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. There, I got it that time. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She can take the dark out of the nighttime, paint the daytime black. She can take the dark out of the nighttime, paint the daytime black.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Hal.
Joe, it's great, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks all for listening.
Joe Crookston, everybody. Go look for him all over the place. Website and Facebook, wherever you want. Joe Crookston.
Look for me in my basement.
And look for him in his basement. Tube says, you both should stay friends and do more of that stuff. We will, Tube. That sounds like a great idea.
Thank you, Tube. We will
And
stay friends. Let's commit right now to another 25 years.
All right, that sounds great. So
I love
my guest on Friday is this guy, Martin McCrae Martin, who is a young multi-instrumentalist. I think he's 14 years old, but he is something else. Everyone, listen to McCrae Martin. Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, This Moment in Music. Thanks, Joe. We'll stick
All right,
around
thanks,
and I'll
Hal.
talk to you after the show.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, McCrae Martin. Dang. By the way, in case you don't know, that was McCrae Martin playing all the instruments. Gosh, wow. That kid's a knockout. Everyone, that's the end of our show. As always, we end with this song. Thanks so much for joining me. Hey, Infantile, it was great to have you here. The smile, yes, a beautiful thing. I hope you spend the rest of the day smiling, Infantile. Nancy, thanks so much for being here. Everybody, thanks for joining me. Spread the word about this show. Let's get a big crowd here on Friday for This Moment in Music. And keep shining that light. You've got a light inside you. Go on your way in peace. So shine that light, the light inside you. Go on your way in peace. The world is waiting in the hope of another day. She will carry you safely through the stumbles and the falls on your way. Just remember that I'm loving you and you're loving me. So as you go, won't you go on your way now in peace? Yes, as you go, won't you go on your way now in peace? Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.